Let's move on though. Uh, and we're talking about Lions,
Orlando.
Orlando.
Wow, what a terrible.
I almost said, listen, it could have been a lot worse. All right. In my head, I was thinking, oh, are we on a safari? Because I see lions. You would have hated me for that one. Anyway, Orlando currently 2-2-2, sitting at eighth in the Eastern Conference. My top player for them, and I do want to reiterate, this is not, in my opinion, the best player, which is the player I think has been playing the best. I'm going to go with Martin Ojeda.
Okay. Why?
He has the most goal contributions.
Wow.
I think Facundo Torres is a better player, and I think Facundo will be the better player at the end of the season. But he has had a bit of a, I'll say, slower start, probably because of CCL stuff. But yeah,
My top player is the only reason they've been semi-relevant in the season so far, and his name is Pedro Gallese.
yeah, I can't knock that pick. It's a good pick. Pedro Gallese has been good. Most impressive player, Duncan McGuire. I can't imagine you have something different, but he has burst onto the scene and made a name for himself at the striker spot for Orlando. Maybe looking at a DK 2.0, not necessarily play style, but just breakthrough striker out of the Orlando system.
Um, I had Ojeda in that spot just because if I didn't have Gallese as top player, Ojeda would have been there. But I felt like we needed to mention Ojeda, and I didn't know if you were going to, so that's why I put him in there.
Okay.
But all for the same reasons you did.
Would you have said Duncan McGuire if you didn't say
Yeah,
Ojeda?
yeah, absolutely. But I figured if I had Gallese, I thought you would have Gallese there. I figured you'd take McGuire there, so I was like, okay, we got to talk about Ojeda too.
Okay. Least impressive player. This one,
Easy.
for me, is the guy that is absolutely ruining my Golden Boot prediction right now. Erkin Kara has been replaced by Duncan McGuire. I know there's been rotation because of CCL, but he is had a very slow start to the regular season. He has only played twice, has 126 minutes, but has done nothing in those 126.
He's also mine. Same reason.
Yeah, not looking good for my Golden Boot. I shouldn't have let you talk me into the wild pick. I should have just gone
Listen,
with the
you talked me out of like seven correct predictions in my standings, so this is payback.
perfect. Perfect. Speaking of predictions and standings, I had Orlando finishing in second. So it is fair to say I have them underachieving. I think that they are better than they're playing in the standings. I think they will move up as soon as CCL is done, but at the moment they are underachieving.
I had them. Hold on. Whoa, I messed something up. There we go. Where there's we have posted a lot. If you're not following us, go follow us. We post some good stuff. Oh man, yikes! So I had them first, which means definitely a bit underachieving. Um, just a little bit though. I blame CCL, which I should have taken into account, but I think you talked me out of it, so it's your fault again. Um, yeah,
Are you just
that's
gonna
not.
blame me every time you have a prediction wrong?
Why do you think you're still a co-host on this show? Otherwise, who do I have to blame?
That's fair. All right, let's move on. Um, buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks.
Are you not asking me a question?
Oh, yeah, I should probably ask you a question. But maybe I don't want to ask you a question.
I don't care. It'll speed us along. Doesn't matter to me.
Has Orlando been getting a pass from the CCL slump because of Philly?
No, they're getting a pass because they're not as bad as Philly.
I mean, they're 2 spots off of Philly in the standings and 1 point off of Philly.
Above or below?
They're 1 point above Philly.
Yeah, 2 spots above Philly. They're in a playoff spot.
They're in a play-in.
Yeah, nobody cares. They're still in a playoff spot.
They're
Philly is
they're
not.
1 point ahead of Philly.
So here's the deal. Here's the deal. They're ahead of Philly. They're in a playoff spot. Philly is not. Philly also were the perennial Eastern powerhouse, where Orlando was just kind of keeping up with them. Now they both have had that slump, but they have, Philly has slumped hard.
Okay. I somewhat agree. Yeah. I think they don't deserve the CCL slump title as much as Philly, but they definitely, I think, have been sliding under the radar a bit in terms of CCL slump.